G'day. Welcome everybody. Welcome back to the Raid Tournament streams. It's been quite a while since I've done any of these in Puzzle Combat. Definitely had my weekends quite occupied recently. So I've not been able to jump on for the Day 5 tournament hits like I used to do regularly, but we're here now, we're able to kick ourselves back into it. So welcome to the 23rd raid tournament we're up to now, believe it or not. We've been going for almost half a year now in tournaments and Puzzle Combat, so pretty awesome. This one here, it's a 5-star Bloody Battle raid tournament, so basically it means that anything with healing, revival, armor, or any similar buffs, so basically that's anything which could trigger healing, armor, or revival. All of them gone. Don't do anything. So it quite limits a lot of the rosters that are available to a lot of players. That's the rule there. We've also got the no blue allowed, which also quite limits a lot of players' rosters. Blue has in 5-star a lot of very strong attacking heroes, such as the likes of Visor and Tremor, War Chest, Panzer, even all of those. Can't use any of them. So what it leads to is these very strong red stacks. So if we have a quick look at some of the leaderboard teams, you can see Rudolph is quite a common one. You'll see a lot of Rudolph, a lot of particularly the ones like the Heroes of the Month, like Blockbuster here. Zidane's a bit of an interesting choice. So again, Rudolph, Barbed Wire again. Double Brock, a little bit overkill, but if it's working. If you scroll through, you'll see there's heaps of them in there. G'day Anna, Viscera, and Duty Draws as well. Dirty Draws? Dirty Draws. Interesting spelling there. It's a lot of teams. So this one here is what I set in the end. Oops, not that, this. So I ended up choosing to use Rudolph. I probably should have put him at tank, seeing as that seems to have worked well for quite a lot of other players on the top leaderboards. But we've also got Blair, Ridge. I've chucked in Talon here because minions are one of the few quote-unquote healing effects that still actually apply, because it doesn't actually apply as direct healing or anything. And then also Mortis, because he's just a pain in the ass. Particularly at the moment, actually, there seems to be a little bit of hinky stuff going on with Mortis and his revive count from the Warfighter talent, so hopefully people that got me are copying it as bad as I am, but not too much though. My defense has not done overly well. It's been attacked a lot, but it's not won too many of them. Probably don't look at my defense for tips on this one. The theory works, but in practical side of things, didn't seem to work out so well. But yeah, that's where we're at the moment. I have taken one loss. Unfortunately, that one loss was to a friend, Scarpia, so shout out to him. Not an overly amazing defense team there just by looking at it, but I sort of got one of those boards where nothing really moved, and then all of a sudden I ended up with Pareto's Burn, Mortis hitting me, critted I think 3 or 4 times, Talon's minions kicking out their damage, and then Ridge and Goldman just chimed in at the end. So it was kind of one of those ones that it all stacked up at the end and didn't work out too well. So in terms of theory craft around it, so I'll talk about that as we go into the fights. So a lot of the attacking theory is built around creating just team synergy, which creates a lot of damage output very quickly. At least that's the strategy I tend to go for. There is the alternate strategy, which is to build up minions, because minions still count as healing. But for me, most of my minions are actually blue. I've got both Perla and Booster leveled, and I'm not allowed to use either of them. So I've sort of abandoned the minion side of things, and I'm just going for all-out attack. So we'll just launch into that one against Calm Storm. The team consists of 8-Bit, Cooper, and Giselle. So if you've watched some of my streams before, they're kind of like my favourite trio to use. I absolutely love this combination together. Because they actually work incredibly well together. 8-Bit gives defense down against yellow. Cooper is just an amazing finisher. You will not find a better finisher than Cooper. And then Giselle has a really cool ability, which is that she and her 2 nearby allies deal 230% damage to random enemies. So when it's sandwiched between two yellows and the enemies are under blunderbuss, sorry, not blunderbuss, 8-bits ailment, it ends up doing the bonus yellow damage to everybody, which is awesome. So we just got to finish this one off and we can launch into the second one. There we go. Hello, pussycat. Alright, so first of 5 done. So depending how this goes, we might do some different teams for maybe the 4th and 5th hits. Don't want to get too adventurous too early in the stream, because that could lead to bad things. So yeah, this team is the team that I've used for all, what are we up to, 22 attacks now. I've not really varied it because it's one of those ones which, you know, to use Todd Howard's work lines, it just works. So it does make it quite, I guess, easy for the gameplay because I am just looking for the same coloured tiles every time that I've gone to one of these fights. This is one of those dry boards, but it quickly turned there actually, so it's not too bad now. Feel free, chat, to sing out anytime if you've got any question about anything. I'm more than happy to answer the questions live on stream. It's probably the easiest and most direct way of replying to questions, just because it's, I guess, so instant. So yeah, if there are any questions, do sing out with them. I'll do my best to answer them as we get through this. Just trying to farm a couple more yellow tiles. Nice cascade on the right. Unfortunately lost Kitty in, Cooper, yes, sorry. Read Anna's comment there as I was talking. Lost Cooper in there, but didn't matter too much in the end. Alright, what are we, 1638. Alright, we might need one more surefire win. Sorry, cat's attacking something behind the door behind me there. I'm not sure if the sound's going to come through on the speaker or anything, but he's gone after a moth, I think. There is absolutely nothing there. Alright, we might mix the team up a bit. Let's do it. So I've not tested any other teams in this Bloody Battle format, so whatever comes in could be quite interesting. Can't use Jargle. Where's Rudolph? We'll use Rudolph and Scarlet, who I've only just finished maxing out Scarlet. So this is, I guess, the first test drive of her in an attacking scenario. Might chuck Brock in there anyway. High noon event. I absolutely do think they are going to bring the challenge events back. I think it is really just a matter of time at this stage. They did say originally that they were only doing it temporarily, was the words that they used in their announcement. So I'm sure they will be back. The real question is just a case of when they're all going to be back. And at this stage, it's kind of a bit of a... Whoops, wrong one. It's very much an unknown as to when they're going to come back. We do see evidence that they have plans, I believe, for the challenge event still, because we still see them awarding them as part of the Path of Valor rewards. But we also see them coming into the game via the Turbocharger VIP. So I do think that we are going to see them come back because... yeah, the challenge events have been a massive integral part of Empires and Puzzles for the last, you know, six years, is it now that they've been there? So I can't see Small Giant Games just completely abandoning that that setup. So I do think we will see them back again. Hopefully very soon, because I really love the challenge events. They are probably my favourite event in Puzzle Combat. Definitely the event I stick the most amount of time into playing them. So recently I have been sinking a lot more time into the Mechanoid event, which has paid off a little bit. It's come out with a couple wins in that, which has been awesome fun. But yeah, so I am really hopeful that the challenge events will come back, and they will be back soon. I don't know really when that soon is going to be, because SGG have been very, very, very cagey about that sort of thing. So, all right, there we go. We got one win with a bit of an interesting team. Big bad booty daddy. There's some creative names out there. Some very creative names. Let's shift it up again, I guess. What do we want to do? What was he tanking? Goldman, double yellow, double purples. Alright, well, let's go Talon, Quattro, Bunny Hop, and then let's go with Terminus. Is a little bit pointless. All the max up level to blue. I guess we can go Ridge. We'll go Ridge and Rudolph. Wherever Rudolph is. Play some family games. Nope, not that one. There it is. Alright, speed there, speed resist here. We'll switch this one over to the Lance Head and drop the speed gun there. Alright, just to explain those weapon choices, I've gone speed crit on Rudolph because I'd like to bump him up his speed. He's not overly fast at the moment. I've given Ridge the Firewing Trig because of this one here, this resistance, which does give a chance for him to resist that last ailment there, which when it comes off, it's great. I gave Quattro the Lance Head because it has accuracy, and I really love for Quattro to hit because particularly on his second hit, where he gets additional damage, an extra 40% damage, it really stacks up in there. And then Speed Gun I gave to Talon because again she's the slower end of the spectrum compared to Bunny Hop at 58. And that's why I picked those weapons. This is a decidedly unfriendly board though. So I don't know how this one's going to turn. That worked out alright. I got a red match. Alright, turned out okay, I guess. The biggest downside to Ridge though is what's going to happen next. I have absolutely no control over targeting here, so I'm going to pick Umbra, but Ridge completely ignores your targeting and he just goes for whoever's got the most health. So in this case it was Delmar. And you saw there that resist kick in as well, so he was able to resist that mana ailment, that charge ailment, sorry, and gain charge for those red tiles I just matched. And this is rather nasty. I lost my quote-unquote healer. Ridge first, I guess, and then get you because we'll kill the one behind you with tiles. We're just going to leave poor old Xavier standing on his own. If you ever get the chance to do a bit of... sorry, I'll start that again. If you ever get the chance to do a bit of a swag win, definitely go for it. So the one that I enjoy doing, or find the most fun in, is trying to get a tank standing kill. Which is basically where you take out every other hero in the defense team except the tank. So the tank becomes the last man standing. It's a little bit of fun. Definitely requires a lucky board if you're aiming for that. So yeah, not something that'll happen for every time you attempt it, but it is a little bit of fun when you manage to get it. Where am I looking? Here we go, we'll grab that one. I am going to do a 4-star attack for my final one. It is a little bit risky, given what we've got left standing there. But if we don't risk it for the biscuit, never any fun. So I'm considering just stacking a whole bunch of 8-bits and going with 24-bit attack. But Leon could be a bit of fun, so we might go Leon instead. So we'll go the double 8-bit and we'll chuck in Leon. I'll just go speed crits on these two. Alright, 4-star attack versus Garmon for a final hit in this raid tournament. So, alright, a little bit of a lucky red match to start ourselves off there. And I'm just gonna pick up... Which way do we go? I'm gonna push this up one, or I can grab these 3 over here. Or I can send that up, and I might just go with this one. Not perfect, but it's alright. Got Calamity. Ooh. Was not counting on a dodge there, so a little bit lucky there. Hero Academy. It's a bit of an interesting one, Hero Academy, in Empires and Puzzles, because it's not really what you'd call a raging success story. And what I mean by that is it was originally sort of brought into the game to, I guess, fix or attempt to fix the issue that a lot of long-term players have, which is duplicate heroes. So what that means is you end up with, over time, lots and lots of copies of the vanilla heroes, and not very many copies of the event heroes. And so what players really, really want above pretty much anything else is the ability to trade in some of their duplicate Season 1 heroes in for some higher value event heroes. And unfortunately, the Hero Academy doesn't really fill that gap. Because it takes 7 days in order to try and do a retraining, and each retraining only gives you a 5% chance at a non-Season 1 hero. So what it ends up being is it ends up taking you like 184 days or something like that in order to have a greater than 50% chance of having gotten one event hero. So it's taking you over half a year per duplicate hero to get something else, which is not very practical at all. So I think SGG probably will end up implementing a Hero Academy in Puzzle Combat, and I'm hopeful that they'll take some of the learnings from Empires and Puzzles and make the Hero Academy in PC a lot more user-friendly. Generally speaking, Small Giant Games have been quite good at taking Empires and Puzzles learnings and applying them to Puzzle Combat, which has made the experiments in Puzzle Combat a lot better overall, compared to, you know, some of the stresses and annoyances that we've all had in Empires and Puzzles. So, to answer that question, Dirty Draws, I do think that they will bring Hero Academy over. I don't think it'll necessarily be very soon. I think they've got a lot of other things that they've got to pump out in the pipeline before they start worrying about more advanced buildings. But yeah, I'm hopeful that they will take the learnings and make a Puzzle Combat Hero Academy a lot better. And what just happened in the background was we finished up our 25th fight, so we ended up with the win. So we got last 3 fights were, I guess, different attack teams. I didn't use my tried and tested one. So we ended up with a 3 red attack here. We went 3 purples here. And then we went 4 stars only here. So, geez, I don't know if I'd be game to do a 3-star only attack, but could have worked out. Yeah, so I guess that's really all I got. Oh, you know what I didn't do? Man, I was going to set up my raid chest, fast forward it so it was ready to go, and get those 5 free attacks. But I didn't do it, so there you go. Alright, so we're in there at 73. I don't think I'm going to hold top 100 on this one. My defense has been absolutely... It's not been as bad as it could be. I've been getting D grade. I think it was D, E, D, D, D. So not very good, but it couldn't have gotten too much worse, to be honest. So So yeah, we're in there at 73 at the moment, but we'll definitely stick out top 1% from here. So yeah, unfortunate that we couldn't make that top 100 leaderboard effect there, but yeah. So, there's not really much else to do at the moment. We've got the Mechanoid event going on at the moment, which is just chilling there. So, good luck to everyone with that one. It's an individual event, so it is placing on the leaderboard as an individual. It's not an alliance one. So yeah, there's some fairly decent scores in there from Skimpen. I'm sure there's a proper pronunciation for that, and I have not done it. But there's also a couple that are still yet to push, I think, towards the end, like Yakes. Yakes is typically up there in the 1 or 2 spot for this one, so still got a couple points to post up there. But yeah, I guess there's not really too much else to say in this stream. I really wish I had fast forwarded that chest, because I was going to finish filling it and maybe fast forward another one as well. Stuff it, let's just do it. Yeah. We're at Chronomancer from Elite Strike Force. Shout out to him if he's watching. I know he occasionally tunes in for some of the videos, particularly the ones against Elite Strike Force, but we haven't faced them for a little while now. Alright, let's get ready with the Mortis revive count. So, done. Whoa. A little bit lucky. Must have used it all up earlier. Let's grab the yellow tiles onto Panzer. Not the most ideal setup that we've got at the moment, but we should be able to manage. One on 9. Pretty much. The event boards, question is, do the event boards play the same in Puzzle Combat as they do in Empires and Puzzles? And the answer is pretty much, yeah. Typically, to, I guess, achieve the top level of the events, you've got to do, it's not quite as much farming as you need to do for a great board as in Empires and Puzzles. Empires and Puzzles, you've got to, like, to get top 10 on events, you've kind of got to farm like an entire energy flask for every single board. Sorry, for every single stage, sometimes even more than that. So it's not quite as bad as in Empires and Puzzles. But the scoring is exactly the same. They've taken the same scoring setup that they used in Empires and Puzzles and applied it the same here. So yeah, typically if you are a good event player in Empires and Puzzles, you will be a good event player here in Puzzle Combat also. Which was evidenced in, there was a player by the name of Nahema. He was a Russian player, and he was free to play over here in Puzzle Combat, but in Empires and Puzzles he is an absolute beast. Like, yeah, he can do top 10 on all the difficulties without any real trouble. And he came over here to Puzzle Combat, stockpiled all his items, all of his flasks, all that kind of thing, and blasted it all on one single event, and he absolutely blitzed all of the previous records we'd set for high scores and that kind of thing. So, yeah, with a little bit of know-how and some practice, you can definitely do quite well in these events. So, here in Puzzle Combat. Evidenced by the fact that I managed to do quite well in them. In Empires and Puzzles, I'm like I'm a low tier competitor in events, but here in Puzzle Combat I managed to do quite well. This board is not going well. I'm sort of just stuck. We are very stuck. Might as well just keep playing. It's not for anything at this stage, but it's not going to end well. We'll try that again. Alright, so the Mortis revive count is on, so we're at 1 now. Alright, what's he gonna do? Ooh, only 1 this time. Find another Mortis. They don't take long to reappear. Like a dime a dozen at the moment. Didn't use that. There we go. So we're in raid season cooldown at the moment, which basically means that any flags that I use, I'm kind of locked at these trophy count, regardless of if I win or lose, which is great if I'd finished here in Master Tier. Unfortunately, at the end of the season, I just got knocked back out of Master Tier into Challenger Tier. So what it means is I've basically got 24 hours to farm as many raid chests as I can in Challenger Tier, and it doesn't matter whether I win, lose, draw, whatever. I've guaranteed Challenger Tier loot. But after the season end, or the season cooldown finishes, we'll unfortunately be knocked back down to Gold Tier with everybody else as everyone's trophies get reset. That's essentially why I'm playing out a couple more flags at the moment, and you'll see me do high gold count resets during raid season, whereas normally I wouldn't necessarily do quite the sized resets that I've done today. War chest is gonna fire, not much I can do about that. Only upside is that war chest is not in the presence of Blunderbuss at the moment, so he's not quite as dangerous. Ooh. Double ouch. Let's return you to sender. Or not. Everyone's back. Alright. Getting nowhere. Alright, we'll try that again then. What is going on tonight? 1, 2. Can't come back from this, but at least we got 2 kills. Man alive, this is going to take me a lot of flasks. Oh, well, that one won't take much. Go with this team. So one thing that a lot of people do during raid season cooldown is they chuck in these random defense teams, either with partially leveled heroes or just odd teams and that kind of thing. So it's something I definitely do as well. So my defense team at the moment, it is a full zombie team. So it's only got heroes that are a member of the zombie family. I won't say it necessarily wins a lot, but it's something that is basically there just to allow people to fill their chests while they're in their cooldown season brackets. Interestingly, actually, this is the first time I think I'm going to show this Hero of the Month on a video, so this is her. And I definitely do like the Hero of the Month. I'm still working through the final parts of the review video. But yeah, Hero of the Month is definitely on my list of heroes to level up. In fact, she shot basically straight to the top of my yellow pile, which is why she's in the leveling squad at the moment, strangely enough. Alright, wouldn't say that that was a difficult victory. Alright, switch the teams up a little bit. Not that this colour change has helped at all, because this is an absolutely atrocious board. Tank firing, and I got a match 4. Tank fires again. My goodness. This is a horrid run of boards. Let's at least punch a hole for us to ghost through. Anza hurt herself on the shields, or the riposte. And Mortis as well, why not? Looking a little bit more promising now, but yeah, definitely not what I'd call a nice. Oh, why would taunt go on him? Like the least useful person to get taunt, my healer. I do actually enjoy this war team. It's a little bit of fun. It's between Ox's charge control, Tamika's shields. It's just a little bit of fun. Especially watching enemies nuke themselves on the counter attack. Strangely though, no Mortis revive. Getting a little bit actually disappointed by this one. Not really allowing a showcase of his off the charts nature recently. Alright, I think that puts our chest at about 20 heroes now. Alright, Sachi, what you got for me? Or sushi? I don't know. Nice cascade, but just without any colours in it. Alright, we'll grab that then. Chuck some dodger. Hopefully get him with the greens. There we go. What do we got? Actually, that was a good thing that didn't fire because I'd like to hold it a turn. For what you ask, basically to return Mortis to himself. Only one crit though, so we'll give that back though. Blunderbuss about to fire. Nothing I can do, so we'll just go with the grenade. Oh, not enough. I really wanted, really needed Krampus charge, because this is going to hurt from Emma. And this is going to hurt a lot. Ouch. We get Mortis too? Mortis revived. Yeah, Mortis is, not Mortis, sorry, Deadeye is definitely worth leveling up if you get a copy of her. Highly recommended at this stage. The review video is underway, but I plan to level mine up. In fact, I'm doing so at the moment. And I think she'll be a great addition to any attacking team. Any attacking team that you can field, I think she'll be a good addition to it. And I'm really stumped for pieces here. Okay, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'm hoping Blunderbuss misses. Because if Blunderbuss misses, we have a chance. Nope. Oh man, this is like the longest watch. This is the longest chest I think I've ever filled. 26. 26. Alright. We need a different team. Oh my goodness, this is bad. This is really bad. And I don't know whether it's just me playing bad at this stage or if it's just bad board seating or what it is, but it's bad. What am I? I'm going for reds and greens. Alright, let's focus on them. Alright. We'll take this one and just leave it where it is, just to grab as many of those reds as we can. We'll wait one turn for Krampus. Oop. Start that tally. So we're at 1. Come on. When you want him to show off his party tricks, he just doesn't do it. It's most disappointing. What do I look for when I build my war teams? It's a bit of a process, to be honest. My war teams, I kind of base it off a lot of experience with regards to just raiding, putting teams together, trying heroes out one with another one kind of thing. So there's a fair bit of just gut instinct initially with the teams that I start off with. Some of the general things I always try to do with my war teams particularly is I really like having 2 healers or 2 healing type heroes in a team. So whether that be direct healers or pseudo healers like minions or whatever, I really like having 2 of them in a war team, preferably in different colors, just so that you've got a bit of a safety save kind of thing. In my case, because I'd war with 3-2 teams, so 3 of one color, 2 of another. So it just gives me a little bit of a safety net there, doing it that way. So that's one thing I always try to build in. As I said, the other thing is a lot of experience with the heroes. Sort of trying out, working out who plays well with who, what hero combinations do and don't work. So one of the ones I've found works really well, ooh, Mortis Revive for me, is this Blunderbuss and Emma combination. Purely because Emma's kick out 6 attacks, regardless of how many enemies there are. And when you combine that with Blunderbuss, who gives plus 185% attack, you basically end up with this stupid amount of damage output for a little bit of a mischance kind of thing. So that's one of the combos that I found has worked really, really well. And then it's just about duplicating as much as you can, and when you can't duplicate combinations, you go the route of substituting, really. So I hope that answers the question, Anna. It's a little bit of a roundabout route, but basically it's definitely starting off with hero combinations that I know work well, based on trying them out in raids, and then building from there. Once I have built a team though, I will test them quite a lot in raids. So I'll intentionally use just that raid, that war attack team in raids, and I'll put them up against any defense team I come against. Doesn't matter if it's the right colored tank or wrong colored tank, if it's a 5-star team, if it's a 4-star team, if it's 1 reviver or 3 revivers in there. I'll use that same team over and over and over again, just to sort of get a bit of a feel for it, a bit more of a feel for it. And then from there, I'll make little twists. I'll change. If there's not enough damage output, I'll swap, the less damaging hero for a more damaging hero, and I'll try that again. It's a bit of an iterative approach. So, yeah, it's a lot of trial and error, a lot of experience based, and then ultimately, just if it doesn't work in wars, you sort of go back to the drawing board. But I'm fairly happy with my war teams at the moment. There's still a couple little tweaks. Obviously, as I level more heroes up, I'm subbing people in and out. Where are we at now? 40. Alright, we'll open that and see where we're at. 1 support emblem. Sorry, I'm just going to enter this into a sheet while I'm... Yes, I'm a nerd. I use spreadsheets and I track a lot of stuff. Alright, keep going. See, definitely not the pronunciation. Alright. Reds, greens, cascades. Realistically, that team building sort of setup and strategy applies in all of these sort of match 3 games. It's actually the philosophy I use in Empires and Puzzles as well. Though I don't test the teams nearly as much as I probably should. In Empires and Puzzles, I don't raid a huge amount anymore. Which means that a lot of my team testing is just in wars. Which is probably not the best environment to be testing stuff. Alright. Finish it? Yep, there we go. Try and rip through this last war, this last chest. Hopefully you get a little bit better board RNG than last time, because last time we tried this team, it didn't work out very well for very long at all. Man alive, I can't believe how well behaved Mortis is being in this stream. Like, this is absolutely insane. I literally was raiding before coming on stream, and I shut the game down in disgust. Like, I stopped because I had War Chest. Like, the fight was literally lost because War Chest revived like 7 times in a row from the tank position. So I literally couldn't get any tile ghosting going. I was sort of just stuck throwing tiles at Mortis and going round and round and round and round and round in circles. So yeah, I can't believe how phenomenally well behaved the enemy Mortises are being. Mortisi? We'll go with that as the plural. Right. Yeah, do as I say, not as I do, Anna. So Anna is in my alliance in Empires and Puzzles. So hence the background for that comment. But yeah, absolutely don't do what I necessarily do in Empires and Puzzles. Just follow the advice. It works out alright, usually. Sometimes. Occasionally, I guess. Oh, I'm a little bit cavalier with that, to be honest. Kind of gotten used to the bloody battle setup, I think, with just not caring if healers fire. Which is not ideal for this format. I should have triggered it. It's alright. It'll hurt, but it's alright. Alright, da da dum 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 dum. How is... A little bit of lag coming through. There we go. Right, right, 1. See if we can get a chain going this time. 2. Alright, we're on. Oh, only 2. Okay. We got? That's only 3. Alright, we've still got a couple to go. Yeah, I've got a lot of raid flasks sitting around, so I'm not too worried about burning a number of them at raid season end or cooldown period or anything like that. I actually have more in Empires and Puzzles. I think I've got over 300 raid flasks over there. because yeah, I just don't raid there anymore. It's not much fun. You're kind of just facing the same defenses every time. At least here in Puzzle Combat, while it's got like the same heroes, they're usually in different setups. Doom, 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 doom. Oh, I love the Emma combo. Blunderbuss. It's just so broken. Yeah. Alright, finish this fight. Alright, what do we got? Couple to go. Teflon. Alright. Sporting a war chest tank. Something a little bit different anyway. A little bit anyway. It's not too different to be honest, because it's still a blue tank. Oh dear. Bit gusty. Favorite 3-star hero in the game? That's a tough one. Or I might actually have to look at my 3-star deck. Oh, actually, sorry. Why am I even thinking about it? Favorite 3-star hero is actually pretty easy. It's this hero called Vittoria. If you've played the game, you may have seen her, you may have heard of her. She is basically a 3-star version of Emma. She does pretty much exactly the same thing. In fact, if anything, she's actually even more broken than Vittoria is, than Emma is. So let's try and find one. There you go. So this is Vittoria. So she does 132% damage to the target and then deals another 132% damage to an additional 5 random enemies. So what it means is she basically is Emma. So I'll just show you. I'm going to use John's defense here just because he's been a sport and he's put up a couple 4-star heroes in there. So I'll just show you how broken Vittoria can be, hopefully. Where's that lowest level blunderbuss? There we go. Alright, so I'll pair weapons up with their respective starring. So we'll just grab that one, and then we'll go 1, 2, 3, oops, 3 and 4. Oh, click it. Alright. So John, I apologise. Hopefully this goes my way, but this is just to demonstrate how broken and how absolutely stupidly strong Vittoria can be. So you'll notice that this is effectively just the same pairing I use in 5-star raids. So this is just using Vittoria rather than Emma. I'm hoping for a little bit more sugar coming in, but we're not getting any greens. We may have to reattempt this if this doesn't work out, because I'm certain that this team can win. Alright, we're going to have to reattempt this fight. Because this one's not going to come out okay. Now the red tiles come. Alright, we're going to try this again, just because I'm actually quite enjoying attempting it with 3-star heroes this time. Last time I fought John before and I used 4-star only heroes. You would have seen the team in there, which was, I think it was like Calamity and stuff. Alright, we'll try that again. We've got a couple more attempts. Alright, reds and greens. We'll get the purples and blues. Cascade in some more reds, please. There we go. Alright, we're on now. So now we just need to get these greens matched. So I'm going to trigger up Blunderbuss. Fire in the hole with some greens. Grab some more greens here. And now we show off how awesome Vittoria is. Alright, we've only got 2 left, but that's okay. And broken. Oh, I love Vittoria. Aside from Vittoria, so if we eliminated her from the mix, who would my next favourite 3-star heroes be? We got. I'd probably say this guy here. This guy. So this guy's name is Bucky. So Bucky is a 3-star hero. He's super fast. He's at 68, which is the highest speed in the game so far, anyway. But what makes him so awesome is he does both a silence and a charge stoppage on one hero. So he's very good in pretty much all aspects of the 3-star gaming arena. In the 4-star side of things, my favourite hero is split. It's obviously between the 2 heroes that I've leveled the most of, being number 1, Wyatt. He is my absolute champ man. I've found out that the Russians just call him the Sheriff for obvious reasons. So Wyatt is my favourite 4-star hero, and then the other one is obviously Blunderbuss because she's absolutely insane. She will flip any game around and just, yeah, help you win. Who am I facing? Mutajo. Is it? Mortajo. Probably not a team we can muck around with, to be honest. Let's go with this one. We must almost be filled this chest. Must be. This chest has been a lot better than the last one. He says as he's about to get absolutely smashed by RNG and get no useful tiles at all. Come on, love me back a little bit. Ouch. Double ouch. Triple ouch. Alright, I'm just going to sacrifice some Emmas because they're both almost dead and hopefully get some... What are we going? We need red tiles. That's what we want. We just want red tiles. Those aren't red tiles! And I got no red tiles. Alright. As I was saying about getting absolutely smashed by RNG. What do I need? Got 1 flag. Oh, I can't. Are you serious? Oh! Joe, you done it now. What happened to Jargle? That is an absolutely great question, and I do not understand either why SGG changed him. So, this is the new Jargle. Jargle is now a best pizzeria bloke in Neon City. Whereas before, he was actually awesome before. He was a like a street vendor, Chinese, like, or Asian medicine guy. Yeah, he was awesome before, but now he kind of just looks, I don't know, weird. I don't like him either. I have no idea why they changed him. I'm assuming it's probably because someone wrote support and used the big R word, which gets bandied around too often, and then Small Giant Games decided that they needed to change something because they couldn't have anyone thinking they were being racist or anything like that. And yeah, now we've got a weird Jargle. I really liked him before. What's a bit back? Really? I didn't realise he was in Empires and Puzzles. Do you know which alliance he's in? Arch? Probably is the same, guys. Not too unskilled. Bum bum. Alright. Finally got blunderbuss. Finally. Charged and ready to go. Cool. Let me know. See if it is the same guy. No dodges. One dodge. I can live with that. Now we're gonna have to burn another flask as well, just so you know, because yeah. Look at that. 38. 38. Alright. Funny reset team, so we'll go back, play with these guys a little bit more. Hopefully this doesn't backfire because I didn't actually compare levels and I'm actually underleveled severely here. These guys are both 40s. She's not 60, she's only 60, and he's not 60 yet. So I'm actually severely underleveled for this fight. Come to think of it, this probably explains why I'm so far behind on the chest, and why it's taking so long to get there. Come on. There goes the only two heroes that were leveled. Got one. Definitely underleveled for this fight. Why did I skip Kitty? Did I? I thought I attacked her and then failed epically or something. Might have just been that I didn't want to fight the defense team again. I did skip her, didn't I? She was number 1. Why did I rematch that? I don't want to fight those though. It's probably I just didn't want to fight the defense team. Is probably why. I was trying to fill a chest and then it backfired on me anyway, so I may as well have just attacked her. Alright. Let's fill this chest. Let's get it over and done with. Thunderclap. I'm not really sure what to think of her so far. That's actually like the first time I've used her in attacks, and she's still not leveled yet. Yeah, she's still a ways off being ready to go. I'm probably only going to push her to 3-60 at this stage, and then go from there. Man alive, what is wrong with this today? It's like the all-time worst run of attacks I think I've had in a long time. Ksenia's not reviving, no tiles. All strangely happening when Arch joined the stream. I'm kidding, brother. Alright. Mono team. Alright. I'll do it, but I'm going to find a different team. And I'm going to use... Let's go that one. I'm going to use an army of Wyatts. One Wyatt. 2, 3, 4, and 5. 5 whites. How's that, Anna? Does that work for you? Alright. Alright. So we're only looking for green tiles now, which just all arrived at once. Charging special skills is kind of pointless because they all do exactly the same thing in this team. Oh no, why did you not die? Hello, puppy. What's that? Our line is absolutely going off. Alright, sorry about that. Just keep firing whites. Keeps the healing rolling. Why would you target the same people? It's just rude. Alright. Could hurt a little bit. Not too badly. So. Dum dum. Dum dum. Every time I do this setup, I always regret it because it's just a massive tile slog, and we just go round and round and round and round and round in circles. Which is exactly why I picked a team that doesn't have revivers in it, because could you imagine this fight with finally getting everybody dead and then literally just bringing everyone back to life and starting again? I think 3 times I've done this team, it's gone to the what is it, tiebreaker, and it got up to like plus 200 or 300% extra damage before we got a resolution. It's just went round and round in circles. I'm really just triggering all of their special skills at this stage, hoping for back-to-back firings of their family bonus. So Wyatt triggers, or has the chance to trigger High Noon or the Duel at Dawn, which gives an accuracy ailment to all enemies, and then if they've already got an accuracy ailment, it does 150 damage. So in this instance, it's basically just free damage if I can get it to fire, but it's not firing. So instead, we just go round and round and round and round and round and round and round in circles, chasing the greens to try to get them over here. Alright, there's one. Got a little bit of damage. Alright, we're into the tiebreaker phase. Let's see how high that counter gets this time. As I said, I think the highest I got was like 300 and something %, so. And that did end in a win, that one. But we need green tiles on the right hand side if we're going to have any chance of winning this. I'm only getting greens on the left hand side. Oh dear, that'll hurt. Ouch! Oh no, we're gonna back it up with this. Alright, we lost one Wyatt. No, we lost 2 Wyatts. No. This is always such a stupid fight. Why do I keep doing this to myself? And yeah, keep. This is not the first time I've done this. And it's stupid every time. 210% damage. I think this will be game over. Yeah. Alright. Well, it was fun, I guess. Let's not do that again for a while. That was definitely, I think, the longest it's taken me to fill a raid chest in, like, forever. It was, what, 4 flasks to get through 2 chests. Oh, man, that's so bad. Alright, I think that's probably about time for us now. I think we've been here for almost an hour, I think. What's the stream time at now? I don't know. It's been a while. Yeah, it's been over an hour. Alright, I think we should definitely wrap it up there. So, thanks everyone for joining me. Yeah, had a bit of fun. Hopefully you guys did have a little bit of fun as well. Yeah, next time I do a mono attack, I'm not going to do the mono whites because it's just no fun. So, yeah, I guess that's all I've got for now. So, hopefully catch you guys on the weekend stream as well, where I should be streaming both my Empires and Puzzles and Puzzle Combat war streams, or war hits again. I haven't actually done matchmaking yet. It starts in 5 hours time, but I will definitely be doing those streams like usual. So yeah, hopefully I'll catch you guys then.